To begin working on the bones of the head, I think I'd first like to scale all of these up so they're a little bit closer to the same size. So what I think I'll do is use that cursor again. I'm going to select the joint at the bottom of the neck here, right about here, and press Shift S2 to get that cursor there. Then I'll switch again to 3D cursor here. You can also press the period key and bring up the menu options here as well. But now what we can do is hit the B key and border select this whole thing right here, and let's scale it up from this place. I'm going to switch back to global transformation now that we're done with the fingers. And now let's just hit the S key and scale this up and get it as close as we can. Now, it isn't going to be perfect, of course, but we just want it to be about as close as we can get it here. I'll now hit that period key again, and let's switch back to median point. And from here, I'd like to select just the front part, and to do that, I can switch from the box select to lasso select here. And then I can just click and drag and draw a selection around like this, and just grab the face bones, and let's pull these forward. I'll hit G, move these forward, and maybe put the tip of the nose right there where the nose of our character is. So we're getting at least fairly close to the facial features of the character here. Now also, I want to rearrange or adjust the head bone here. Once again, we've got two joints, so let's be sure and select them both. And let's move this down a bit. We don't need the neck to be quite that long. Something like that I think would be good. And then let's grab this joint and pull it up to the top of the head. All right, now let's go to the front view, and as you can see, the ears aren't in the right place. I can hit the L key to select that whole joint chain, and I'll hit G and move these out. Oh, well, I did it once again. I still have this joint selected. I'll press Alt-A, and then the L key, and now let's move these out toward the ears, kind of like that. I could hit the S key and scale them up a bit if we needed to. There we go. Now what let's do is let's deselect these again. Let's hit the B key, and I'm going to border select this area right in here. Now I don't want the head bone as part of this, so I'm going to shift click this right in here and shift click that. So we've deselected those two bones. And then with these here, I'm going to pull them out a bit. Let's just pull these out some. You can see how we can pull them out from both sides. Just pull them out a little bit like that to get them more in line with the face. Now, as you can see, we've got quite a bit of work here, and it's pretty confusing to look at all of this. So I think we need to try a different method of viewing. So I'll press Alt-Z to go back to solid view. And I also want to turn off in front here over in the object properties. I'm going to turn this off. So now we can get a sense of what bones are in the front of the skin and what is still underneath the skin. And what I'm going to be doing is peeking under the skin with Alt-Z, grabbing a joint and then moving it out to rest just on top of the skin. We just want these joints to be just barely on top of the skin. So if we were to say place this joint here, let me select this. We go to here. If I hit G and move this, I just want to place it right on the skin right there, right on the mesh. So this one could probably come back like this, and this one could come back maybe to here. So that's what I'll be doing. And for something like this joint, I can press Alt-Z, click the joint, press Alt-Z again, and move it out, right? And we're going to want to move that down a bit too. So that's the process. We're going to just switch back and forth until we get all the joints on the surface of the skin, on the surface of the mesh, and in the right place. Now I've gone out to the Rigify wiki page, and I've downloaded a couple of the images from there. So let's create a couple of new windows like we did before. I'll just click here and drag down, and then I'll click right here and drag over again like this. And we'll switch them to image editors. And I just want to have some images up that'll tell us where we should put all the joints on the face. So let me go to Image, Open, And in here, under the reference images, I've got these face rigging diagrams. And if we open those, we've got these here. So maybe I'll open this one here, like that. And let's open another one over here. How about one like this? So we're just able to see kind of where all these joints are supposed to be. And I think that's going to be helpful. So we could zoom in here and take a look. Maybe I'll zoom in here. So you can get a sense of where these joints are supposed to be. Let's begin with the eyes up here. You can see these for the brow right up here. Let's see if we can find those. I'm going to press Alt-Z, and here they are. So we've got this one here. I'll select these two joints. You can see we've got two joints in there. I'll press Alt-Z, and let's move these up to right up here at the front of the brow, right here. Right? We've got that right there. Right in here. All right, let's press Alt-Z, and let's, well, we can take this one right here and move this one out. Once again, this is a couple different joints. If we click and then click yet a third time, we can see that that's a joint with three different ones in there. So let's now bring this out and put it at the bridge of the nose. There we go. I guess we could go ahead and grab the other nose joint in here. Let's do that. There we go. And so now let's go grab that other brow right in here, Alt-Z. Once again, we've got two joints in here. Let's grab them both, Alt-Z, and let's bring it out and put it where the diagram says it should be, right up here. There we go. Let's grab that other one, Alt-Z. Once again, we've got two in here. Grab them both, pull them out, put it where it's supposed to be. Like that. All right. Now, we've got one right down here. Let's see if we can find that. Alt-Z. There it is, right here. Let's hit the period key and zoom in, and sure enough, it has a few in there. I think it just has two. Let's move it in here to make sure. Yep, they're all staying together. That's good. So let's bring this out and put it right out here, I think. Right? Just right about down here. So you can see what we've done here. We've placed these joints right around here. Now let's work on the nose a bit. Let's grab this. I'll press Alt-Z and let's select it. Zoom in with the period key, and this has several joints all in one place. So let's shift click it once, shift click it again so we can choose all of those. Did we get them all? Yep, we did. Okay. Alt-Z, and let's put this in place right about here, I think. Let's press Alt-Z and see what we have in here. There's one right here. Let's bring that one out and put it right down here. And then let's grab this whole bone right here. And let's bring this one out as well. G, and bring that out like that. Now we've got all the mouth bones down here. We will deal with those in just a bit. But for now, I just want to get all of these in place. We've got a couple by the nose here, so let's take a look for those. Alt-Z, sure enough, there's one. Let's hit the period key. Looks like it's all one. That's fine. So let's bring this one out. It looks like it's supposed to go right at the side of the nose right here. Okay. This joint right here at the top of the nose looks like it should probably come down a little bit more now, doesn't it? Let's do that. Looks like that's what the diagram is telling us here. And then it also looks like there's one right there. Let's see if we can find that. Alt-Z, and it looks like it's way up here. So let's bring this one down. Hit G and bring that down. And looks like we should bring it out some too, just a bit. Maybe something like this. There we go. All right, we've got the nose and brow joints in place. In the next video, we'll begin working on the mouth and the cheeks and the jaw.